former madam for that matter. I did not ask you to leave your husband. Stop posting my pictures. Stop posting my pictures around the whole social media. Your husband impregnated. Your husband did not rape. Oga, rape. You understand? You are saying that he raped me. He did not. The same way you think you have right, I have equal right too. You think money is everything. Money is not everything, Oga. Wallahi. Money is not wallahi. I tell you, money is not everything. You think say na lie? I dare you to post another picture. I dare you to post another picture. Without my money, I go show you. Say, no be all those doctors No be that doctors where you think say no get sense. So no be that one, no. No be that doctors you think say no get sense. You understand? So go they make person look as if my own beside no need to even
say this clearly, calmly, and finally. Yes, I said what I said. I said it in anger. Anger that came after betrayal. Anger that came after humiliation. Anger that came after being disrespected in ways no woman deserved. I confronted a repeatedly cheating man. What I received in return was not accountability. It was insult. It was violence. It was being told I was unloved. So yes, I looked him in the eyes and said, your love, they glow me. Because at that moment, love had already left the room. Let me be very clear about this part. I did not leave because I wanted to. I left because my children and I were in great danger. The last time he laid his hands on me before everything finally broke was on December 24, 2021. I was at 6 weeks pregnant. After that incident, there were a family meeting. Apologies were made. Promises were given, and truly he changed. The beating stopped for 4 years. That change is what made me start praising him. Yes, let that also be counted as my offense. Because I truly believe he had changed. I believe I had won. I believe he had become one big happy family that overcame temptation. Little did I know it was not transformation, it was strategy. For 4 years, the violence stopped until December 30th, 2024, when it happened again. Let me also say this, my business was not strong enough at the time for me to just walk away. And any woman who has lived this life understands exactly what that means. I have watched it happen again and again. Men using money, influence, and intimidation to trap women in silence. So I did what I had to do. I focused, I pushed, I worked like my life depended on it because it did. I built my business with fire in my bones. I pushed Kangzin here so hard that Abuja knew my name. Not for luxury, not for pride, but for survival, for myself and for my children. Let me repeat this so there is no confusion. I left because my life and the lives of my children were in great danger, and no amount of insult, pressure, or online noise will make me expose everything I know. There is a line I will never cross, not because I am weak, but because I am protecting my children. What matters is this: my kids and I are alive. My kids and I are safe. That is the victory. Let me also correct a dangerous lie being spread. I did not steal from anyone. I did not take anyone's money. I built my brand from scratch. I worked, I sold, I hustled, I sacrificed. If you have followed me for years, you will know this truth. There is almost nothing I didn't sell, promote, market, or push to make it out. Some people even ask me why I worked so hard when my husband had money. This is why. Because when things fall apart, hardworking women survive. And let me say this boldly, I am one of the most decent women to walk this earth. Yes, I said it. And Chinedu cannot deny that fact. He knows it. He was the only man I have ever known all my life People who knew me back in Unity can testify to this. I did not even have boyfriend before Chinedu. Yeah, that is how decent I am. So to those who said, but you always praise him, yes, I did. Because I believe apologies, I believe promises, I believe prayer would fix what accountability refused to fix. I believe change would come. I believe love would win. I was wrong. And to any woman reading this, being fooled does not make you stupid. Staying hopefully does not make you weak. Surviving does not make you guilty. If you are building quietly so you can escape safely, I see you. If you are staying alive one day at a time, I feel you. If your strength is being mistaken for compliance, I see you. This is not shame, this is testimony. I am still standing, my children are still here, and no one gets to rewrite my story. Not anymore. Do you guys know that this woman is being assaulted by her husband? Sometimes you will see couples on social media, you will not know that they have their own problem. Let's read out this particular write-up from her, and the pictures are here. And she said, yes, the voice recording talking about me is real. It was me talking to my friend. That recording was made the day after Edu, which is her husband, assaulted me in front of his mother. I will not go into the full history of the domestic violence I experienced, but I will address this specific incident. After that assault, I sustained injury that led to the eye surgery I later had in Lagos. You all remember when I had 3 major eye surgery in 2022. What many people didn't know is that I stayed in Lagos for months, not only for medical reasons, but because we were separated at the time. The separation happened after I confronted Edu about his infidelity. That confrontation escalated into violence, which his mother witnessed and supported instead of stopping. She even passed him a pistol to use on me. Really? During that period, my friend advised me to confront the other woman involved. I refused. I did not have the time or energy to divert from caring for my children and building my business. My focus was survival, stability, and protecting my kids. I chose growth over drama. I chose strategy over noise. And I chose to build myself to a place where I could stand on my own terms. And yes, love died. As at that time, when I made the voice recording, of course, love would die. How wouldn't it? After that incident, there was a family meeting involving my family and his. Everyone advised him that no woman would be happy knowing her husband was involved with another woman, and that peace cannot exist in a home built on infidelity. Apologies were made, and we agreed to work on the marriage. And we tried, or rather I tried. For almost 3 years, I heard nothing about any other woman. What I didn't know at the time was that he hadn't changed. He had simply gone silent. Instead of taking things outside the home, he brought it inside, where it was easier to hide. No suspicious calls, no messages, no excuse to leave the house. That was the reality. I returned with hope. I genuinely believed I could get my husband back and that our marriage could be rebuilt. What I didn't know was that before I even returned, the affair had already begun, Chai. While everything appeared quiet on the outside, he had redirected his infidelity into the house itself. Because everything went silent, I believe he had changed. I truly thought the cheating had stopped. I remembered telling my friend that there was finally peace again. I felt like a honeymoon phase all over, and I let my guard down, only to later discover that the entire 3 years I believed there was no infidelity were built on deception. What I thought was change was simply concealment. That was the truth of it. Sometimes, if something happens, it is good to make inquiry so that we will not fly fake news. Now, this small thing that happened, a lot of people have started commenting a lot about these people. Some people say that because she don't know how to cook, you understand? And this housemaid in question is from Kaduna. The girl is a Kaduna girl from northern part of Nigeria. She's from Kaduna. And when people say that because she don't cook for her husband, That is the reason why I don't advise anybody to bring out his or her matter on social media, because they will help you, as in they will even add spices on your problem. Let's read out the reply that how she responded to those that said that because she don't cook for her husband. And she said, I have always said this, my life is like an open book. Literally, I have been creating content for years, and so much of my life has been documented right here on Facebook. We have had people live with us and work for us. So all this talk flying around now is nothing but propaganda. Let us even reason logically. You are trying to tell me that a full-blown Igbo man, born and raised in our culture, ask yourself, especially those of you who are men, would you consistently eat food cooked by a Kaduna girl? The answer is no. This is a man who rarely eats out. Very rarely. On the few occasions he does, he complains about having a very soft stomach and how eating outside often makes him sick. That has always been his story. Now let us put this into proper context. The fact that I cook soup and stew and store them in the freezer and the maid only warms them up or microwaves them somehow translate to me not cooking for my husband. That logic makes no sense. This man would not even eat food served by this girl. He would not. I was the one who dishes out his meal and served him. That was always how it was. A maid from Kaduna knows how to cook Igbo food. His favorite dishes are abacha and nkwobi. Yes, she knows how to prepare those two. Abi, she knows how to make all these. Ofe akwu, banga soup, ofe nsala, white soup, ofe onugbu, bitter leaf soup, ofe oha, ofe egusi, ofe ogbono, ofe nsala, abacha, African salad, okwa, breadfruit, isi ewu, nkwobi. I never knew Kaduna girl were taught how to make this food. And I know that no matter how much I explain, some people will still choose to twist the narrative, but the truth does not change just because people are uncomfortable with it. I have nothing to hide. Everything is documented. The truth stands on its own. And somebody dropped a comment and say, Adaibo, I remember vividly those days. This is from Honorable Dave Robert Igbo Carlo. I say, Adibo, I remember vividly those days I was working for you. Oh, one of the person that worked for the woman, listen. He doesn't even eat most food self where be say them order. He only eat the food prepared by his wife. So nothing like an maid they cook in wife. The man na just goats. And somebody now say, at least someone that knows him to the house has said one positive thing. And this person now tag Adibo. So one thing you need to know is that once you bring out your matter on social media, the people are there to help you spice the problem and to win it in such a way that when you hear it, you say, oh, this woman is a devil. Anyway, this is a comment from somebody. And the woman also experienced domestic violence in her marriage. But when you see beautiful pictures on social media, how she praised her husband, you will not even believe that this is the reason why I used to tell people that there is no perfect marriage out there. If you think that marriage is sweet like butter and bread, you are making mistake. You are making mistake. Imagine all these things. So suffer domestic violence when this man nearly blinded her, and still she never gave up. She never gave up on the marriage until this recent one, this one that happened now. How many women can endure so? According to her, she has been faithful to her husband, though we never hear from the man. But only thing I will say is this: there is no perfect marriage out there. Many people are experiencing such, but they are not protecting their own. They are just protecting their own. This is the reason why always sometimes I will always say, laugh well. All these things that we are bringing out on social media, there's some people, their own marriage is worse than your own, but you never see it on social media. Imagine what this woman have experienced in the hand of her husband, and still nobody knows about it until now. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to share the video. This is a statement from her. Okay, she just write it. I have to read it out and analyze it. Don't forget to share the video and comment your opinion in the comment section. Thank you. I hope you listen to the housemaid as well.